Hello and welcome to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In this week's edition, we'll recap selected races from Saturday, August 6 and Sunday, August 7. Saturday's race day went down as one of the most memorable in recent history as punters were treated to the 102nd edition of the Jamaica Derby, which took place on Jamaica's 60th year of independence. The thrilling event saw a rematch between Gary Subrati's explosive filly Atomica and Patrick Lynch's Blue Vinyl, who went in search of Triple Crown success. This after securing the 2,000 guineas and the Jamaica St. Leger. Meanwhile, on Sunday, it was Ladies' Day at the park. It saw racing fans being treated to the 83rd running of the Jamaica Oaks. Let's begin our highlights package with race 1 from Saturday. This was named in honor of the 1981 Derby winner, Royal Dad. The 6-horse Awesome Choice was a late non-starter.
Starter ready. They're off for the first. Bolt Line comes out slowest. Sensational Ending got a good start. Ophelius is also running fluently in the early exchanges. As they charge down the backstretch, Ophelius gets the lead, a narrow one, just ahead in front of the rail-running Victorious Medallion as they float past the 6. 2 lengths back to Buff Bay. Sensational Ending is right there. Zion hidden from view on the outside. These are tracked closely by Heavenly Glitter. 5 lengths separates that bunch as they leave the 5. Positive ID a further length and 3 parts back and just trailing the field. Bolt Line now trying to find best foot as they make their way toward the final half mile. They're there now and going into that turn, and Ophelius continues to lead narrowly. Zion pressing all the while as they leave the 7/16th. Buff Bay lining them up for the kill if they falter. In behind those, Sensational Ending. Heavenly Glitter is next as they slip past the 3. Positive ID under a vigorous ride needs to find 7 or more lengths. Victorious Medallion toward the back, and Bolt Line just the trailer. They're coming into the lane. They're at the top of it. Just over a quarter of a mile to run. Ophelius and Zion continue their sparring match up front, and Zion may just have the nose in front, but Ophelius is right there. Buff Bay is over on the rail right against it. That is Positive ID as they drive past the furlong pole, and now Buff Bay surges through with a kick, and Buff Bay takes that lead. Positive ID 2 lengths down. Ophelius on the outside also needs to find 2 or more, but it is Buff Bay and the wily Dick Cardenas. A crack of the right hand stick. Buff Bay wins by almost 2. Positive ID is second. Ophelius third. Sensational Ending fourth. Heavenly Glitter is fifth.
Victory to Buff Bay, the mount of Panamanian rider Dick Cardenas. Buff Bay posted a winning time of 1 minute 27 and 3/5 of a second, going 1,400 meters. We'll pick up Saturday's race day with action from race 4. This was a 3-year-old and up overnight allowance event. 3 horses were scratched from the event: the 3-horse Basilicos, horse number 4, K-Boy, and It's a Boy, who was expected to break from the 6th box.
Right beside Makeup Artist, that is a Will the Conqueror. Right in the middle, that's Capture My Ship, tacking across from gate 8. So Capture My Ship and a Makeup Artist. This is where the race lie at the moment. Just behind those, that is a Will the Conqueror. It's Artesia is also coming across and coming to the near rails, but it's Capture My Ship in the middle. Just looks to be the overall leader. Makeup Artist swerving a bit, is racing in second. Capture My Ship in front. Makeup Artist trying to make a race of it. Artesia comes a calling too. It's Capture My Ship in front. Makeup Artist coming back at Capture My Ship. Artesia also coming on. They're at the furlong pole. It's Capture My Ship, Makeup Artist. Now it's the front. It's Makeup Artist, Capture My Ship. Not done as yet. Artesia getting closer. It's Makeup Artist hanging on from Capture My Ship, and Makeup Artist just about beats Capture My Ship. Artesia runs on to be third.
Makeup Artist secured her trip to the winner's enclosure after prevailing in a tight finish to win by a nose. The Jason DaCosta entry clocked 1 minute 2/5 of a second, going 1,000 meters or 5 furlong straight.
She met in an accident earlier this year, on her way to the sea. The trailer she was traveling turned over, so she got a few minor injuries out of that accident, and we just took our time and got her healed up and took her time and got her prepared for this race today.
In looking for a race for her, you chose this 5 straight race after the mile victory on the last. Was it that you felt that she could handle 5 straight against the likely rivals, or is it that you just took the race that you found?
Well, we want to start her off going short first half the layoff. Didn't want to pressure her too much at exercise, and she did enough today, and she should only get better from here on.
The fifth event was a maiden condition race contested over 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs straight. The 10-horse special gift was scratched from the event.
They're off. Du Jour gets a good start. Also getting away quickly was One Like It in the all-white. As they sort themselves out, Du Jour right up with the front runners. Hagao Sumai races more toward the center. As Du Jour begins to tack across, One Like It is continuing to show speed. Joe is with the group against the stand fence. Sneaky Joe is right against it for company Lady Joyce as they make their way now toward us. One Like It has speed and looks to have picked up that lead, challenged strongly by Joe. These two now racing near the stands. Du Jour continues to run prominent in the center. Hagao Sumai now unleashed and asked to make up ground, and Hagao Sumai in a flash has now taken that lead. A furlong to run. It is Hagao Sumai. Shane Ellis having a look in his mirrors, and he's riding very easy and continues to look behind him. Hands alone, Shane Ellis, looking all over the place. He's easy and confident. They win comfortably in the end by maybe 6. Du Jour is second. Sneaky Joe is third. One Like It is fourth. Joe is fifth.
Hagao Sumai, in the safe hands of Shane Canterman Ellis, completed the win by 5 3/4 of a length for champion trainer Anthony Baba Nunes. Du Jour, Sneaky Joe, One Like It, and Joe were the top 5 finishers.
Well, we had a chip bone when he ran second to Shadowfax back in January. And Dr. White came down and arthroscopically removed the chip, and he's just coming back. He had just gotten 2.5 miles, and Shane said to me, "Trainer, he's ready to run, And I was like, "No, not quite yet." And he said, "Trainer, there's a 5 straight. He doesn't need to be 100," and he was right.
Yeah, based on how he went about the work today, how he handled the competition, what does that suggest to you about his development, his progress?
Well, we always thought he was a nice horse. He has a nice big frame and a big stride on him, and he was just precocious and raced at 2 a couple of times, but mentally he needed to catch up to his body, and I think he has, and hopefully he will just move from strength to strength now.
Right, because I was going to ask if you think he will, with him avoiding injuries, if he can kick on from here.
Right, absolutely, and I'm going to tell you, I think he's bred to get a distance of ground on his mother's side, and so we have pretty good hopes for him that he'll make a really nice late 3-year-old into 4.
The punters would kill me if I didn't ask about how well Morimoto woke up this morning. How did he eat this morning, if he's ready to do his best later?
Well, so far so good. He ate really beautifully last night. He went to Lasix and came back home and looks happy and go. I'm sure he will run his best race. Whether that's good enough or not, we'll all find out.
The 7th event was named after the super filly. She's a man-eater. Sergeant Charge and Call the Emperor were both non-runners. Tap It Good was sent off as a 4-5 favourite.
Starter ready. They're off. Here's start. Secret Emperor just a shade slowly out as they make their way now running toward the 6. A GT Boy gets that lead narrowly. Tap It Good on the outside. Manako in the red sleeves races on the outside of Secret Emperor. They're trailed by a Melmick in the bright orange silks. 5.5 lengths separates that group. 2.5 lengths back to Anchorman in a tight grouping with Justin Biden. A surety is right with those. General Chief toward the outside. And at the back of the field, it's a True Riley as they make their way toward the half mile. They're almost there. They're there now and going into that turn, and Tap It Good runs the corner on the outside of GT Boy. Manako tracks them in third. Melmick runs fourth. Secret Emperor is in fifth, 5.5 to 6 lengths off that lead. 2.5 lengths back to a ridden along Anchorman as they leave the 3. General Chief is 2 further lengths back. Justin Biden under a ride on the rail. A surety race is next, and True Riley best forgotten as the field are about to come into the top of the lane. GT Boy just wide. Tap It Good in between runners, and Secret Emperor now asked to kick it on the rail, and now GT Boy grabs the lead. Secret Emperor looks the danger now and put to the left-hand stick, and GT Boy now drifts down toward the fence. Secret Emperor a length and a half back inside the last furlong. It is a GT Boy driven flat to the boards. GT Boy holding the lead under Ray and Lewis, and now beginning to assert. Secret Emperor can't land a blow. A GT Boy beats Secret Emperor. Anchorman is third. Melmick fourth. Assurity is fifth.
GT Boy, piloted by apprentice Ryan Lewis for Anthony Nunes, secured Saturday's seventh race. 2.5 lengths was the victory margin. The winning time was clocked at 1 minute 28 and 3/5 of a second, going 1,400 meters. The day's ninth race was the big one. The 102nd edition of the Jamaica Derby was billed as a rematch between the Triple Crown-seeking colt Blue Vinyl, sent off as a 2-5 favorite, and the sensational filly Atomica at 3-2.
And they're off for the 2022 running of the BetMakers Presented Derby, and the filly Atomica gets away well. So too Blue Vinyl, as they make their way up now toward covering the first furlong. Blue Vinyl, just the leader, Atomica right there in the center. Over toward the far side, Brinks is running prominently. Monsieur Blue is pasted to the rail. Rainsville, the grey and the yellow sleeves with them at the far side. Prince Sanjay is racing nearest to us. Sunny T and Chippy joining that one. The head cornerstone toward the back, and last of all, it's Rum Puncher. But they pass us for the first time and make their way now toward the mile, and Atomica gets the position she wants. She leads up from Brinks. Blue Vinyl settled just in behind them in third. Sunny T and Chippy is racing off the rail 3 wide. Monsieur Blue against it. Morimoto tucked in between horses. Sunny T and Chippy makes ground just about 5 lengths off that lead. Rainsville the Grey comes next, taken off the fractions. The head cornerstone is a further 2 lengths back. Rum Puncher is next, and the last of all, it's Prince Sanjay, probably outclassed as Atomica runs away now toward the final 6 furlongs. Atomica out in front by just about 2 lengths. Making her way now toward the 6. Brinks is chasing 2.5 to 3 lengths back and racing in a second. Blue Vinyl is edging closer as they go past the 6. A gap opens up to Morimoto. Sunny T and Chippy, they're stringing out. Rainsville races in behind him. Then Monsieur Blue in the blue colors. The head cornerstone races ahead of Rum Puncher, and Prince Sanjay remains firmly planted at the back. They've left the 5 in the Derby and run toward the half mile. The tempo should now quicken up, and Atomica has the lead. Blue Vinyl has made good progress and is now only a length and a half down as they leave the half mile. A gap of 5 to Brinks looking out of it. So too Morimoto. Rainsville is way behind them with Sunny T and Chippy and the head cornerstone. Prince Sanjay has made some ground. Rum Puncher and Monsieur Blue trail the field, but the leaders have left the 3 and come toward the 5/16th, and Atomica seeks her revenge. She holds the lead. Can Blue Vinyl reel her in? Brinks is surprisingly making late progress, but Atomica is into the lane. She has left the quarter pole behind. Blue Vinyl making hard work of it. Over on the rail, that's Brinks and Atomica. She continues to hold the advantage. Dane Dawkins using the stick in the left hand, and now she begins to drift off a true line. Blue Vinyl has to do more. Brinks is over on the rail. It is Atomica. She has had her revenge. She has turned the tables and proves to be the best 3-year-old in the land. Atomica wins it for the Oak Ridge Farms. Atomica wins, and wins handily. Brinks is second. Blue Vinyl is third. The head cornerstone is fourth. Morimoto is fifth.
A facile victory by Gary Subrati's sensational filly Atomica. Posting a winning time of 2 minutes 35 and 2/5 of a second, going 12 furlongs, she secured victory by a comfortable 9 1/4 lengths. Brinks came home second, followed by Blue Vinyl, the head cornerstone, and Morimoto.
Well, first thing, I make sure she get a good break. Then, kind of St. Ledger, she didn't get a wonderful break. So this time I break her out sharp, get her on her legs, restrain her from her reach 2.5 furlong. I bring her back to the field. I noticed Blue Vinyl on my outside and Brinks on my inside. So I was well comfortable where I was. So I kind of hold her till I reach the round mile. I give her a little rein, tell her to go. She responded, kind of breeze her back again. Reach at the 6th furlong, I say, okay, Mummy, let's see what you can do.
Well, my plan never really changed. The work on Sunday was a little too rich for me. I was a little worried that the work was too fast. Might take a lot out of her. So I gave her an extra day off this week and tried to freshen her back up, and she came around today.
In terms of the blueprint that you drew up at stable, is that how the race ran based on how you planned it with your jockey?
For the last 7 days, we've been riding the race that you just saw today.
For the last 7 days, you've been riding the race every day?
Every day. And thanks to Emilio, Bimbo,
Yes.
because he's been coaching the jockey as well. First of all, Mr. Donald Webby, that died this week. This is all for him.
Yes.
Because I told him before he died I want to win this derby for him. So thank you, God. And thanks to the grooms, thanks to everybody at the stable. Thanks all the support from the supporters. And it's been a great day for me.
I'm so happy, George, so happy. You know, when I met with the trainer and we're discussing the Oaks versus the Derby and the discussions about what is the second prize for the Derby versus the winning the Oaks, that was not my mind. I'm in this thing for a hobby and for the prestige. And my dream was to win the Derby. And as you know, this one is extra special for me, very, very special, because my dad, the founder of Oak Ridge Farms, passed away on Tuesday. And while he was in his hospital bed, he asked me the question, how is Atomica? He said, she's going to do it for you. Well, Daddy, we did it.
The beautiful part about this whole development is the owner of the horse, Don Webby. You can't succeed unless you have a combination of good trainer, a good owner, a good horse, well trained, and an excellent jockey. All I do is produce the animal, and I leave it to them, and they have done a fantastic job and produced the champion.
Saturday's final event was the Independence Day Stakes Trophy, contested over 1,400 meters. The field was reduced to 14 following the scratch of Devontae.
And they're off and racing. Came out in a good line. Real Boss, though, left at the back of the field early. El Cid lossing into an early lead. So El Cid in front in the Derby, winning colors. Unruly Dude right on the outside. So it's El Cid, Unruly Dude. Unruly Dude now going on from El Cid. Certage is right in the mix. Right against the rail, that is Awesome Prince. As they pass the 5 furlong point. Salute the Deputy comes next. Josh Get a Pepsi and Wowza traveling as a team. Behind those, that's Perfect Brew as they pass the 4. Then comes Great Wayne. Recovering, that is Real Boss. And tailing out badly, that is Total Prosperity and Lion of Icati racing at the back of the field. They've passed the 3 furlong point, and it's Unruly Dude being tested once again by El Cid. These are the two locked in battle. Unruly Dude stepping off the rail. El Cid paced right against the rail. It's El Cid and Unruly Dude. They're battling for it. Awesome Prince coming on. Also coming on, that's Perfect Brew as Unruly Dude. Now it's the front from El Cid. Perfect Brew is coming on. Also coming on, it's Real Boss. It's Unruly Dude hanging on from Perfect Brew. Perfect Brew coming forward. Also coming forward, that's Real Boss. Perfect Brew. It's the front from Real Boss. Perfect Brew hanging on from Real Boss, and that's the way they'll finish. Perfect Brew beats Real Boss. Unruly Dude, El Cid, and Awesome Prince.
It was a Perfect Brew on Jamaica's 60th Independence. Sent off as the 4-5 favourite, Perfect Brew, ridden by Anthony Thomas for Richard Azan, clocked 1 minute 27 and 3/5 of a second for the 1,400 metre trip. It's now time for a break on the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. On the other side, we'll review selected races from Sunday, August 7. Welcome back to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In the second half of our presentation, we'll recap some of the action from Sunday, August 7. This included the hotly contested 83rd edition of the Jamaica Oaks. Let's continue our highlights package with race 7 from Sunday. This was named in honor of the 1978 Oaks winner, Grateful Princess. Baby Like, the lone entry of 14-time champion trainer Philip Fiani OD, was an even money favorite.
They're off. Aldisha comes out toward the back of the field, as gracefully made as expected. Now grabs that early lead as they leave the 5, opening up some 3 lengths. Baby Like in pursuit. Minnie de Wack races up next. Pretty Girl is on the rail. Rhythm races next. Adisha toward the outside with 31 Kisses. And last of all, it is Hidden Valley as they've left the half mile and arrive at the 7/16. Gracefully Made is battling for that lead. Baby Like has joined, and these two hook up as they leave the 3. They are exchanging jabs as they run toward the 5:16. 4 to 5 lengths back to Minnie Dubac and Disha. Pretty Girl is racing on the rail. 31 Kisses out wide along with Rhythm, and just toward the back it's Hidden Valley, but Baby Like continues the war up front with Gracefully Made. Gracefully Made digging in, but Baby Like looks to get the nose in front. Gracefully Made not done yet and continues the fight. Here is Minnie Dubac asked to close up with Pretty Girl. Disha racing wide of those, but up front Baby Like now takes the lead. It is Baby Like. Here comes on the outside a Minnie Dubac. In between them, that's Pretty Girl. These 3 together, and now Pretty Girl moves away from them to win it. Minnie Dubac may be second. Baby Like looks to be third. Racing out wide. That's 31 Kisses.
Pretty Girl powered through the field to win by 1 1/4 lengths. Minnie Dubac, Baby Like and 31 Kisses rounded off the top 4. The 8th event was a maiden condition race restricted to fillies. Zion's Princess was scratched from the 1200-meter trip.
And we're ready for a start for Michael Sims. 6 furlong the trip. They're off and racing. Lady Ben steps slow, along with Premier Identity. Wowtastic wants that lead, being tracked closely by Code of Conduct. Then a wall of horses behind that. Ophelia's Mom. Now Ali comes on a running 2. Right there on the outside, that Traditional Lady. She's My Friend coming around and coupling up nicely. It's Wowtastic on that lead. She's My Friend will come out about 3 wide. Right in the mix, that's Noali. Right behind them, that's Code of Conduct as they blast toward the 3. Then comes the Traditional Lady, Premier Identity, Recovering Lady Ben, and at the back of the field, Ophelia's Mom. They're coming to the 2.5 furlong point. Wowtastic, just the leader. From tracking on the outside, She's My Friend. Noali gets a path in the middle, right against the rail. That's Code of Conduct, but Wowtastic is traveling nicely. Wowtastic kicks away by 3 lengths. She's My Friend has nothing to offer. Wowtastic turned loose by the rider, and Wowtastic begins to sprint away from these. Wowtastic is fantastic in victory in today's half a furlong to race, and Wowtastic turning this one in an afternoon stroll. Ridden out by the rider. Wowtastic beats, running on. Traditional Lady, She's My Friend, and a Code of Conduct.
The 1-9 favorite Wowtastic, ridden by Ryan Lewis for trainer Anthony Nunes, was a comfortable winner by 7.5 lengths. Traditional Lady, She's My Friend, Code of Conduct and Premier Identity were the top 5 finishers. The final event of the weekend race card was the eagerly anticipated running of the Jamaica Oaks. Restricted to native-bred 3-year-old fillies, 11 faced the starter going 2,000 meters or 10 furlongs. Robert Pearson's Our Angel was the most fancied in the betting at odds of 2 to 1.
They're up for the 83rd running of the Jamaica Oaks. Love Dub gets a good start on the far side. Here is Our Angel and Golden Wattle now moving as a team as they pass the post for the first time. Golden Wattle and Our Angel set the fractions. Love Dub on the rail, Sunset Silhouette right alongside. Runway Icon, the grey race is up next. Silent Mission racing out wide, Oh So Long cutting the corner. Fly Messenger Fly is the widest of them all. Pellicula now asked to make mild progress. Ava Jalen toward the back, and Runway Icon could have been bumped and is now at the back. Golden Wattle attempts to go all the way on that lead. Our Angel tracking in second. Silent Mission moving closer in third as they take to the backstretch. Love Dub is there. Sunset Silhouette and Fly Messenger Fly form a line of 3 as they make their way now toward the final 6 furlongs. Ava Jalen has made some progress. Pellicula toward the back of the field with Oh So Long as they slip past the 6, and Runway Icon continues to struggle at the back. Golden Wattle remains on that lead. Our Angel breathing down her neck. Silent Mission in a handy spot on the outside. They leave the 5. Love Dub is getting closer with Fly Messenger Fly. Sunset Silhouette splits these. Pellicula has made ground just 7 lengths off that lead. They're tracked by Ava Jalen. A break opens up to Runway Icon, and Oh So Long now left at the back as the leaders approach the 7/16. Our Angel and Silent Mission have now moved ahead of Golden Wattle, backing out into third. Sunset Silhouette is just in behind them in fourth now and being driven as they leave the three. Love Dub is in a handy spot if good enough. Fly Messenger Fly now on the go. Pellicular out wide. Ava Jalen further back with Runway Icon and oh so long at the back, but our Angel has that lead. Golden Wattle now begins to renew the challenge. Silent Mission is left back over against the rail. Sunset Silhouette in the white sleeves in the center with Fly Messenger Fly, but it is our Angel on the lead. Golden Wattle trying to close under the left-hand stick, but our Angel looks strong. It is our Angel in the Oaks beginning to open up over Golden Wattle running in second. Sunset Silhouette now trying to deny her second, but our Angel will win the 83rd running of the Oaks from Sunset Silhouette. Pellicular is third, Golden Wattle is fourth, and Fly Messenger Fly is fifth.
Our Angel justified as a favourite stag to win by 5 lengths, posting a winning time of 2 minutes 11 and 1/5 of a second, going 2,000 metres. The top 5 was completed by Sunset Silhouette, Pellicular, Golden Wattle and Runway Icon.
It was very simple. We ran like 3 weeks before in a 9 and 25 just to get her in a 2-turn race, get her used to the race. She trained really well. She worked 7 furlong in 1:29, so I was pretty confident.
Well, I just came here to get a good break, get her relaxing at a good pace, and ask her for the last quarter.
The pace you were tracking set by Golden Wattle, did you have to use any gas to keep up with the pace, or was she floating easy?
No, she was floating easy, you know. I didn't have to ask her much.
At the 3 furlong point, you passed Golden Wattle. You had her behind at that time and you were traveling well. Were you traveling easy enough to assure you that she'd give you more kick up the lane?
Yes, she was traveling easy.
When Golden Wattle came calling again at the top of the lane and you asked her to give you everything, did she respond powerfully? Were you sure that she had enough to take you from there to the finish in front?
Yes, because she wasn't stopping, you know. She just keep on putting her gallop on.
Well, congratulations once again. Very nice job done by you. All the best for the rest of the season.
As we recap another thrilling weekend of racing, it was highlighted by Atomica's sensational victory in the Jamaica Derby. Meanwhile, Sunday was dubbed Ladies' Day at the Park, saw the spotlight being shone on Robert Pearson's Our Angel. This has been another edition of the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. I'll see you next time.